I'm not defensive about it.
Yes, people, what's happening? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another live stream and your daily Chelsea news update. And yeah, chaos at Chelsea as always. There's been a bit of a madness developing today on the goalkeeping situation. Yeah, Matt Law reporting that Chelsea are looking to sign a new goalkeeper. According to him, they decided in the last 24 hours, but they definitely didn't decide in the last 24 hours. But Chelsea want to sign a new goalkeeper this summer, and they're believed to be looking for someone to challenge Robert Sanchez. And Petrovic is believed to be on his way out of the football club. He's been offered to Italian side Genoa in Serie A. And the goalkeeper that's going to come in is, I don't know who it's going to be, but it's going to be not to replace Robert Sanchez. So make of that what you will. Chelsea in for a new goalkeeper, not a Sanchez replacement. Petrovic could well be on his way out of the football club, whether that's a loan deal or whether that's a sale. But that is what appears to be happening right now on that front. And yeah, it's mad. It's honestly mad. We've also been linked with Real Madrid's Andriy Lunin. Although I suspect, that's more to do with the fact we've got Kepa as well, who might go the other way. He's obviously not signed a new contract extension yet. Lunin at Real Madrid, he wants to be a first choice. Obviously with Thibaut Courtois there, he's not going to be a first choice, but there's a source in Spain suggesting that suggesting that Lunin was close to a move to Chelsea. I think that's probably slightly wide of the mark, but absolutely we are looking for a new goalkeeper. And this is not some sort of new revelationary news, but what is news is that Petrovic looks like he could be the one that is sacrificed in all this mess. And this is not about, Sanchez being a better goalkeeper or Sanchez being, the number one as such. Yeah, it's been briefed that Sanchez is going to be the number one, and whatnot, fine, whatever. But I suspect what this situation here is, what exactly has occurred here is that, we're not believing that in the last 24 hours, Chelsea have decided this. Look, it's so obvious, guys, with the way that this has been reported. There is literally zero market for Robert Sanchez. Zero. No one wants Robert Sanchez, right? So that's why they're saying it's not to replace him, and instead it's to compete with and push him. There's no market for Robert Sanchez. That's the whole thing with this, guys. And Petrovic, unfortunately, could end up being the fall guy. That he's got a bit about him. There's going to be more of a market for him, and there's more money to be made through selling Petrovic than there is through selling Sanchez, who won't command a big fee and who also has literally zero market for him anyway. But big up to everyone that's locked in already, guys. Make sure you're smashing the like, subscribe if you're new around here, all that good stuff. You lot know what to do. We're only 47 in the building already, only 20 likes. Keep smashing the like button, guys. Keep subscribing to the channel if you are new around here as well. And oh yeah, of course, how can I forget? Chelsea are also close to signing 16-year-old Gremio talent Gabriel Mech. So yeah, there we go. Another teenager coming in, but maybe no one else for the first team as things stand right now. But let's say hello to a few people in the chat, and then we will get moving. Why is Petrovic getting sold? I would sell Sanchez. The problem is, as I was saying, there's no market for Sanchez. Zero market for Sanchez. Sanchez and Petrovic both mid. Sanchez makes the back line shaky while Petrovic only tries to play out from the back. Well, maybe so. But ball playing, we want the same, so that when Sanchez is out, the other already know. But to be honest, it's ridiculous that Chelsea are in a situation where we signed two goalkeepers on 7-year contracts last summer, and suddenly a year later we're deciding that none of them are actually good enough. What a complete fucking waste of money and an absolute shambles. Seriously, I mean, what the fuck's going on there? Signed two goalkeepers on. By the way, to start with, right, 7-year contracts for goalkeepers. What's that about? I get it, maybe for your big talents and whatnot. Sure, But, you know, big contracts are good for the top tier signings, but for goalkeepers, it feels pretty pointless to be signing goalkeepers on those long-term contracts. Because a year later, we want to replace both of them. Putting a huge pressure on Sanchez by putting it out to the media as the first choice goalkeeper. Look, Sanchez is not the first choice goalkeeper. Like, you know, I think it's clear that, you know, they'll brief it as Sanchez is going to be the first choice next season. They'll brief it. They're looking for someone to come in and, you know, compete and challenge with him. I guarantee, right, whoever comes in, even if Sanchez starts the season as number one, whoever comes in, Sanchez will be displaced by Christmas, 100%. Yes, big up, big up. Supposedly, but then why did they offer him out to Genoa, who are some sort of bang average team in Serie A? Why have they offered him out to Genoa if they didn't want him, if they wanted him? You know, they want rid. Well, again, this makes a complete mockery of the decisions that have been being made at the football club. You know, complete joke of the way that we've been identifying managers. You sign 2 goalkeepers to suit the way a manager plays, and then that manager's gone within a season, and then you're like, oh, well, the new manager comes in, and now we haven't got a goalkeeper that plays the way that he wants to play. Well, how about we actually maybe try and develop those goalkeepers into a way that they can play? You know, everyone knows that Sanchez should be going. Everyone knows that, but unfortunately, because he's so shit and there's no market for him, and we basically used him as we basically signed him as a bit of a sweetener for the Caicedo deal. You know, it's mad. You know, we're obviously not convinced on Sanchez, and we never were, as far as I'm concerned. You know, but somehow, the Brighton goalkeeping coach who came with Graham Potter, Ben Roberts, I think his name is, somehow he found himself in a position to have enough power to convince us to sign Sanchez. I mean, £25 million to him, horrendous business, absolutely horrendous business. But yeah. It's mad. But look, to be honest, though, like the reports might be misleading as such, but, you know, they're always going to say it's a backup, because they're not trying to say they screwed up on spending 25 mil on Sanchez. You know, we had briefs the other month saying how much they liked him, maybe in an attempt to try and, you know, generate some more interest. And obviously, you can't do like a complete 180 with your public briefings. Bolker is good. Bolker would be decent. What else we got here? If they are going for a new keeper, then selling Sanchez and Kepa should bring in decent money towards the price of a really good goalkeeper. Kepa's going to get you next to no money. Kepa's going to fetch virtually nothing. And then, yeah, I don't know what Sanchez will get you fuck all as well. Literally nothing. But anyway, let's dive into it then, guys, because there's a lot to get into. Where is it here? So this was Matt Law. Chelsea have decided they will enter the market for a goalkeeper this summer, but not to replace Robert Sanchez. Now, I mean, they haven't just suddenly decided that. We've seen, you know, there's a lot of links to goalkeepers earlier in the summer, and then it's the same names have suddenly come round again. You know, the same names have suddenly come round again. You know, your Mamardashvilis and your Philip Jorgensens you know, from Valencia and Villarreal, respectively. Mamardashvili, good goalkeeper, like him, makes no sense because he's not a ball-playing keeper. So I don't really know how many ball-playing keepers there are actually out there right now at this point in time, guys. I mean, how many ball-playing goalkeepers are there? How many ball-playing goalkeepers are there that would be attainable? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's a bit of a weird one. You know, Chelsea's in the market for a new goalkeeper, even though Robert Sanchez is currently in line to start the season as Maresca's number one. That places doubt over the immediate future of Petrovic, who took over from Sanchez last season and impressed under Mauricio Pochettino. Sanchez at the front of the queue to start the season as Chelsea's goalkeeper, as he's deemed to fit Maresca's style of play. Chelsea had held off entering the market for a goalkeeper as new head coach Maresca assessed his options, but it's been decided the club will look for another goalkeeper who can deputise for and compete with Sanchez. Under Maresca, Chelsea's goalkeepers are expected to pass the ball out from the back and be strong and brave in possession. While Sanchez has shown signs he can do this in training, Chelsea believe they need another goalkeeper of a similar profile. While Petrovic is highly rated, there's a concern there that there's too great a difference between him and Sanchez. Should Maresca need or want to make a change? Too great a difference. Yeah, too great a difference, and he's fucking miles better than him. What on earth? Too great a difference between Sanchez and too great a difference between Sanchez and what's his face? And Petrovic. Yeah, are we mad here? Are we just watching? Are we watching the same thing as what people at the club are watching? I'm so lost at how they could think, how they could possibly think that. Well, Petrovic, yeah, we've done that. Chelsea are trying to build a squad. Yeah, okay. Chelsea are unlikely to target a high-profile number one, such as Mike Maignan, but are instead in the market for a keeper who can develop and may start the season on the bench before being given the chance to compete with Sanchez. Spanish reports have linked Chelsea with Real Madrid's Andriy Lunin, but he does not fit the profile of goalkeeper the club are looking to sign. Remains to be seen whether Petrovic leaves on loan or is made available for sale, but Chelsea sources insist there's no doubts over his talent and temperament. Yeah, okay, great. So what on earth is going on here? So let's just get this straight, right? Chelsea feel there's too big a difference. There's too big a difference between Sanchez and Petrovic. Yet they feel the answer is to get rid of Petrovic, who was miles better than Sanchez last season. Anyway, so I'm confused. I'm confused right now. So they've decided now, right, that they need a backup to Sanchez, which Petrovic was last season, and he displaced Sanchez in the side. You know, Petrovic's still only 24. There's upside there. He can develop into a better goalkeeper. And now, supposedly, it's been decided that he isn't good enough to play out from the back when he's not really been given a chance to show that. And then what this really shows, guys, as I touched on earlier, it's an indictment of how badly run we've been in regards to our managerial selections, because we basically spent money on Petrovic last season, in essence, for Pochettino to then just bin him off a year later. Because obviously they decided to change manager, as we know, and they got the last one wrong. And subsequently now Petrovic, it appears that he's got no future. Look, we fucked up big time with the goalkeeping situation, massively. You know, obviously there's going to be more of a market for Petrovic than Sanchez, hence why Petrovic is the fall guy in all of this, which is an absolute joke. I also wouldn't be surprised, guys, if next summer we sign players to replace the ones that we've signed this summer as well. That equally wouldn't surprise me either. It just appears like we've just got no fucking idea what we're doing, no idea whatsoever. And it's quite worrying, you know, just the amounts of money that we're just fucking wasting. Is just so stupid. You know, Sanchez will never be. I'm sorry, Sanchez will never be good enough, in my opinion, to be a number one goalkeeper at this football club. Good shot stopping, horrendous distribution. The level of nervousness, by the way, in the back line when he plays is off the scale compared to when Petrovic plays, and it's just a baffling decision. You only have to be at the games last season. You only have to watch the games to know how nervous everyone in the crowd was, how nervous the back line were when Sanchez was playing. And yeah, it's just not good enough, guys. Just not good enough. They know nobody will come for Sanchez. Yeah, of course they won't. When it's out, Petrovic's not being able to play out from the back, or no, it's no market for Sanchez. Of course it is. We know it's no market for Sanchez. They want basically a young Edison. Well, I mean, I don't know who that is. Well, which is it? Petrovic isn't good enough with his feet. Well, there's definitely no market for Sanchez. I've just done that. Sanchez cost us, yeah, he cost us a number of games. Sanchez is not a good goalkeeper. It will cost us top four. Yeah, look, I agree. Sanchez definitely not good enough in my opinion. Not good enough. And it's really interesting, isn't it? You know, that it's clear we fucked up and there's no market for Sanchez. And so Petrovic is the one that is going to end up being sacrificed. I mean, there's our Cancelo reporting that Enzo Maresca's possession-based style of football will demand the goalkeeper to be comfortable with the ball at his feet to help build up the play, impacting which options are considered. Which makes it really strange, as I said. Why on earth is Mamardashvili on a list of targets when he is not someone known to play out from the back? So I'm just just a little bit lost and a little bit confused by everything that is that's currently going on, because not a lot of stuff is making much sense at the moment as to what we're doing. Not a lot of stuff is making sense. So yeah, I mean, nothing surprises me. Nothing surprises me whatsoever. Look, let's also be fair. There is a chance that Sanchez could do really well under Maresca. There is a small chance, but I'm not holding out hope of anything like that. Or anything sort of like that whatsoever. I'm really not. But this has come as a surprise. You know, that Petrovic seems to be the guy that is going to be, to say, sacrificed. I don't think it's sacrificed, but he's going to end up being the fall guy, because we've basically wasted money on Sanchez, and everyone knows that no one's going to pay anywhere near what we paid to buy him. So yeah, it's just crazy. It really is. I'm just not understanding people. I'm just not understanding it. Costa best option. We're not gonna, again, it's we're not gonna sign if we're not looking for a main goalkeeper according to that article. Why we must always look for a reserve goalkeeper and not a starter? Well, look, Mamardashvili is a good goalkeeper. Doesn't suit Maresca's style of play. You know, we're looking for someone to suit the Maresca style of play, and Mamardashvili doesn't fill that criteria. Both are mid, but Sanchez costs more and more comfortable passing out. But is he more comfortable passing out there? Because he makes everyone so nervous the entire time. I'm not willing to even give Sanchez a chance. I've seen enough. He's nowhere near good enough. Best attribute is supposed to be ball playing, and he's even shit at that. Fair enough. We can't do a Sanchez in goal against Madrid in pre-season. It doesn't really matter about pre-season that much. Diogo Costa, yeah, but we're not looking for that sort of goalkeeper. So yeah, but what is interesting though, guys, is that that Chelsea have already tried to get rid of Petrovic, which is mad. You know, really strange. And it's again, it remains to be seen whether Petrovic leaves on loan or is made available for sale. But Chelsea sources insist, it's not that one. There are no doubts over his talent and temperament. No doubts over his talent and temperament, but you lot tried to fob him off to Genoa. What we got no doubts over his talent and his temperament, but you want to get rid of him. So obviously there are doubts then. You know, don't come to me with this bollocks that there's no doubts over the temperament or anything like that. It's utter nonsense. Utter nonsense. Yeah, it's not making sense to me. It's not making sense to me. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, so this was it here. I mean, I don't know what people are going on about saying that Victor Osimhen's in London. I don't believe that to be the case at all. Let's not make stuff up here. But yeah, anyway. Again, I don't think Xerxes all that. You know, I don't think that's like some sort of unbelievable signing. Yeah, they're showing some ambition in the transfer market. You know, and they're doing similar things to what we've done over the last few windows. So I'm not really sure why everyone's getting bigging them up. You know, people seem to forget how shit Man United were last season. They finished 8th and bottom of a Champions League group with Galatasaray and Copenhagen in it, and yet because they've signed Lenny, Yoro, and Xerxes, suddenly everything's fine again. Baffles me. Guys, understand we don't have infinite money. Yeah, no, we're not going to get an £80 million. We're not going to spend big money on goalkeepers because that level's too low for him. That wouldn't make any sense at all. Petrovic was much better than Sanchez last season. You know, much better than Sanchez last season. It's for me, that's not even a conversation to be had. He was clearly better than Sanchez last season. I didn't watch Sanchez once last season and feel calm or feel like everything was going to be all right. Always constantly felt every time I watched him play there was a mistake in him. He transmits a nervousness across the back line, a huge nervousness. If they have to sell a goalkeeper, wouldn't it make sense to keep Sanchez business-wise? Well, yeah, business-wise it would, because you'd be taking a massive loss on Sanchez, whereas you'd probably make money on Petrovic because he only paid 14 mil for him. You definitely get more than 14 mil for him. You're getting nowhere near 25 mil for Robert Sanchez. Nowhere near. Exactly that. You only have to use your eyes to know how much more calm and how much more comfortable the defense were with Petrovic behind them than Sanchez. Guys, almost 100 in the building. Keep smashing the like button, people. Only 43 likes. That's poor, guys. That is poor. We need to be working on that. That needs to be moving on up. Keep smashing the like button. Get this to 100 likes as quickly as possible. Keep running it up. We're nearly at 100 in the building, but a little bit slower today in terms of numbers. I think because it's a really nice day in the UK, 28 degrees. People probably outside rather than listening to me ramble on about goalkeepers. But big up to everyone that is here. We have now just tipped over to the 100 people in the building. Yeah, keep smashing that like button. No, he's not a bum, but he's not good enough for Chelsea. You know, it's a signing that we should never have made. That's the reality. That's the reality. Bro, that guy don't even exist. That guy doesn't even exist, by the way. So I'm not sure what you're going on about there. But yeah, look, anyway, the fact that we've tried to offload, we offered him to Genoa. That's crazy. So Genoa just sold goalkeeper Josip Martinez to Inter last week, but Petrovic is considered out of their price range. Petrovic joined Chelsea. Chelsea opened selling a goal after offering. So it's not even like someone's come in for him. We've offered Petrovic. We just offered him to Genoa. It's like, yeah, go on then. It's like, what do you fancy him? You know, what's going on here? What sort of just blatant disrespect is that to Petrovic that we just offered him out to Genoa? You know, maybe he'll leave. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy, guys. And yeah, I'm just not understanding it at all. I'm not understanding it, people. Euro could be a good signing. I think obviously United had to massively overpay because they got no Champions League football. They to offer him more money because they got no Champions League football. Euro's a decent signing, I think. Xerxes, people like Xerxes, but I don't look at Xerxes as like some sort of unbelievable footballer. I wouldn't necessarily say he's what we need. And Agate isn't all that either. So yeah, you know, look, they're obviously showing ambition. They're showing intent in the market. But I don't think there's anything to be worried about. You know, I really don't. How much money would we get for Petrovic? Well, I think Chelsea would be looking for at least £30 million. I think his form has warranted probably an increase. That's also a fair point. That's also a fair point. Yeah. Petro in this market's 45 million. Nah, bro, no one's paying 45 million for him. If you doubled your money on him in a year, that's a good investment. Told you Ben Roberts won't relegate Sanchez that easily. They realise Petrovic needs to play. Sanchez doesn't look. Of course, people deserve more than just one season. I get that, but for me, look, if he turns around and proves us wrong, and he ends up being good enough for Chelsea and being a good number one, I'll hold my hands up and you know, say that I got it wrong. But yeah, this idea that, you know, I'm just not seeing the evidence that that Sanchez is suddenly going to turn things round. Well, your club's back after spending nearly 60 million quid on an 18-year-old centre back with a year left on his contract, and that means you're back. Interesting. Look, I think giving him a chance in pre-season, no problem. I haven't got an issue with opportunities in the pre-season. That's where he tests these things out, see what he's saying. But yeah, it's a concern, guys. It is a concern. Let's make no mistake about it. It's a major concern, people. I'm like, why have we offered him to Genoa? As if Genoa would go there. But he's adding. Petrovic signed last summer £14 million. He's considered out of Genoa's price range. Sanchez, who spent much of last season injured, is expected to remain at Chelsea. As Chelsea prepare to make moves in the transfer market. Philip Jorgensen of Villarreal and Mamardashvili of Valencia are believed to have admirers at the bridge. Maresca's position-based style of football will demand the goalkeeper to be comfortable with the ball at his feet to help build up the play. The Blues have been training. That's fine. We've got our first pre-season game next week against Wrexham. No, it's just a bit slow. It's just a bit slow. Yeah, look, the outgoings are slow. There's no denying that. You know, it's not as well. Of course, we would have wanted to have sold more players by now. Of course, but look, obviously, it's proven a bit more. It's proven a bit more difficult. You know, it's proven a bit more difficult. But yeah, it's tricky, isn't it, guys? It is tricky. I'm just confused at like why would you even consider loaning or out or selling him? It's mad. It's honestly mad. But yeah, look, I think most people wanted a new goalkeeper, but I think most people wouldn't be wanting to get rid of Petrovic after a season where he's shown promise. But the problem Chelsea have is that there's a market for him. They'll make a lot more money for him, whereas there's no market for Robert Sanchez at all, and you'd make a huge loss on Sanchez. So what will happen is someone will come in, Petrovic will likely leave, Sanchez will start the season as a number one, and he will then be replaced before Christmas, in my view. Before Christmas, he'll be replaced. It's funny that United are bigging up their club, and yet the Ineos don't even trust the manager. They didn't even give him a new contract. They just activated the option in his deal. So yeah, it's mad. Ineos don't back Ten Hag. You know, Ten Hag won't even see. I'd be shocked if Ten Hag saw the season out. I really would. Yep, good trolling here. Sanchez, world class, absolutely. Yeah, sure. This is what happens when you have too many cooks in the kitchen. Everyone's sticking with their signing. Yeah, of course it is. They didn't back Ten Hag. They didn't back Ten Hag. They activated an option in his contract to extend it by one more year. That's not backing your guy. You know, you spent almost a month doing an end of season review. You were speaking to multiple other managers because you didn't want Ten Hag. You couldn't get who you wanted. You then stick with Ten Hag, who laps it all up. And then you don't even give him a new contract and back your guy. You just activate the option in his deal to extend it by one more year. Yeah, sure. That's definitely backing your manager. I wouldn't be... what's your opinion on signing Lunin? I wouldn't be against signing Lunin. I just don't think it particularly... I'm just not sure if he he suits the style of play. That would be my thing. I haven't watched enough of him, but is he a ball playing goalkeeper? Would be my thing. Is he a ball playing goalkeeper? He's a good keeper. You know, he's proven that he can perform to a good level. You know, he's played well. He's played well for Real Madrid this season. So yeah, you know, he's played well. But yeah, I would look at it and just think he probably, yeah, not that he's not. That's not for me. You know. Poch didn't sign Sanchez. Like I'm not sure why you're saying that, but Poch didn't sign Robert Sanchez. That was a Ben Roberts recommendation. Like Enzo's not going to be sold. Yeah, what he did was totally wrong, and he made a massive mistake, and should be punished. But he's not going to be sold. So yeah, we might as well just drop that. It's just not happening. But yeah, I mean, Ben Roberts does deserve the blame for signing Sanchez. How did Ben Roberts get in a situation where he was having so much influence over a transfer? It's honestly mad. Honestly mad. I'm not understanding it at all. A really strange one. A really strange one. But look, in terms of the names, there's no new names being linked. You know, it's the same ones. The same ones. So yeah, I don't really I don't really get it. I don't really get it at all. It's a really odd one. See if there's any further news on it. What are we saying in here? Yeah, look, Enzo's not going to be sold. You know, whether it's right or wrong is a separate conversation. But Chelsea are not going to sell an important asset to the football club. They're just not. Yeah, look, I don't rate him. I don't rate him at all. But look, if he ends up proving some of us wrong, then fine. No issues with that at all. Guys, 115 in the building. Make sure you smash that like button. We're only on 54 likes, people. That's poor. The conversion rate on the likes to the viewers is dog shit today so far. So make sure you smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. And yeah, keep on supporting myself. It's greatly appreciated, guys. We're heading towards 11K at this point in time. So yeah, let's keep it going, people. Let's keep it going. Keep smashing that like button. This needs to be on 100 likes. So yeah, there we go. It's slow progress. There's so many of you in that aren't pressing that like button. Let's get to work, people. Let's get to work. But yeah, that seems to be the latest on the goalkeeping situation, is that, yeah, it appears that Georgia Petrovic could be on his way out, people, which should be crazy. Which would be absolutely crazy. Yeah, mad. I don't really know what to say about it. You know, there were many options. You know, Bento would have been a great option, the Atletico Paranense goalkeeper, the Brazilian, but he's just gone to Al Nassr now. You know, we're missing out on options here, guys. Which is not what we're looking for. No, he wouldn't have been sacked by the club. Let's stop spouting nonsense here that we've got literally no idea about whether that would have been the case or not. So if we focus on this Enzo stuff, the team's going to be ruined. well, you can't just sweep something like the Enzo situation under the carpet. You can't just sweep it away because it's a serious matter. But yeah, guys, let's see what goalkeeping links appear, because right now it's just been the standard recycled ones from earlier in the summer, with obviously with Mamardashvili and Philip Jorgensen. I don't know anything about Philip Jorgensen. Mamardashvili is obviously a lot more known. So let's see. James Trafford, apparently, according to Ben Jacobs, James Trafford is appreciated as well at the moment. Let's quickly bring this up. A little goalkeepers update from Ben Jacobs. Let's see what he is saying. So, Genoa have been altered. Genoa have been altered that Chelsea goalkeeper Petrovic could be available. Have been alerted, that Chelsea goalkeeper Petrovic could be available this summer. However, a move is unlikely since Genoa are ideally not looking for a loan, having sold Josip Martinez to Inter. They want a permanent replacement and can't afford Petrovic. Chelsea are assessing their goalkeepers in pre-season. This was always the plan. Should Chelsea add another? Burnley's James Trafford, Valencia's Mamardashvili, Villarreal's Philip Jorgensen are all appreciated. Jorgensen extended his contract in June until 2029, but a £35 million release clause exists. Well, how much better are any of those guys than, well, I mean, look, Trafford, not a match. Look, to be fair, you can understand the Trafford links, Man City Academy. You know, that's what we seem to be going for these days. Man City Academy links. So, yeah, you can understand why James Trafford is name has been mentioned. And I think his name was mentioned earlier in the summer as well. You know, it's look, Trafford is a possibility, guys. You know, it's a possibility. Let's not fully rule that out. It's definitely a possibility. But right now, I'm really not sure. I'm really not sure what the plan is. Well, hopefully he's going to improve next season. But it's hard to tell, guys. It's hard to tell. Lunin and Petrovic wouldn't be bad rotation. Yeah, sure. Look, Petrovic, I've got nothing wrong with Petrovic. Petrovic should be staying at the club. And look, but he should be first choice next season, unless we go and sign another first choice, which it doesn't look like we are. So yeah, that's going to be interesting. Would I go to the Shelbourne away day if we get them in the Conference League? Duffers, yeah, Damien Duff manages them. Yeah, why not? I mean, little Conference League away days, that's definitely in the plans for next season. 100%. But yeah, you can see why James Trafford's name has been linked, because yeah, he used to play for Man City. He come through the Man City Academy. So yeah, that's kind of that's where we are on that one. Let's see how this develops. You know, let's see how this develops over the next weeks. Let's see how this develops in the month leading up to the season beginning, because it is in 1 month's time we would have already played our first game of the season against Man City. Let's see in the next month what surprises we've got in store for us. Sorry. Yes, big up, brother. Hope you're well. Not seen you for a while. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, mate. New intro, decent. New intro's looking all right. Glad people are liking it. I think it's quite good. Let us be real. Sanchez got dropped by Brighton as soon as they started playing out from the back. No way in hell Chelsea keep him to do this. Yeah, brother, I hear you on that. Look, I think the general consensus amongst the fan bases is that Sanchez should not be playing. That's obvious. That is obvious. You know, we don't need to do any sort of deep level analysis into that. We know that he should not be playing. You know, that is as simple as that. James Trafford, do I like the idea of that? Not. I mean, he got dropped by Burnley last season. I mean, I'm not saying that suggests that he's shit by any account, by the way. But it's yeah, it's an interesting one. It is an interesting one. I'm not sure what the plan's going to be. So I mean, fuck knows. It's anyone's guess right now. It's anyone's guess right now. To be fair, I probably will end up getting it at some point. To be honest, I might just wait till the end of the season when it's much cheaper. But I probably will get it. I probably will get it. Yeah. I guess I will do. Yes, big up. A month till the Premier League starts. Sanchez out. Fair enough. Yeah, I hear you, but the Eden Hazard promo video that did do wonders. I can't lie. That did do absolute wonders for the shirt. You know, any if you're struggling to shift something, just get Eden involved, and that'll help shirt sales no end. Absolutely no end. What about bidding for Liverpool's second keeper? Kelleher? I don't think he's going to be going anywhere. I don't believe he will be going anywhere at all. Guys, keep smashing that like button, by the way, people. We're only on 64 likes. We need to get this to 100 likes as quickly as possible. So run it up, guys. There's definitely 35 of you in here that haven't smashed that like button. So let's get to work, guys. Let's keep it doing. Let's keep it going, sorry. I mean, De Gea on a free, guys. Who says no to that? David De Gea on a free transfer. What are we saying, people? What are we saying? What are we saying on that one? Probably not. Isn't that mad, by the way, that De Gea has been a free agent for over a year now and no one signed him? That's crazy. I mean, I'm sure he's had offers. Maybe he's turned them down, but that's a madness. That is a madness. I can't lie. Petrovic came in, proved he's better than Sanchez, and now being binned off. Yeah, bro, that's exactly what appears to be happening. Again, there's a long way until that does happen still, by the way, but it looks like that is going to be. It looks like that's going to be the case. So there we go. And sticking with goalkeepers, we've got another little update from Ben Jacobs confirming that Kepa Arrizabalaga's move to Al Ittihad is off. Al Ittihad have now ended their interest in Chelsea goalkeeper Kepa Arrizabalaga. Ittihad had made significant progress and believed Kepa was becoming open to Saudi, but the club's board voted against the transfer. Fair. Not even a Saudi man want Kepa. Fuck. Not even the Saudi man want Kepa. This is what I thought. This is what I thought could be the most logical solution out there for us. Is that we agree to sign Lunin if Madrid take Kepa off us. You know, that would seem the most obvious solution. Two goalkeepers with 1 year left on their contract. That would surely seem the most obvious solution. Maybe it's not. I don't know, but that would seemingly make some sort of sense. No, yeah, bro. I don't want to think about that. You know, he fully sold us down the river. Fully sold us down the river. When's the third kit out? Yeah, I don't know. The away kit and the third kit is great. I mean, I've got last season's third kit on. It's one of my favourites. It's a great shirt, and there's literally nothing. There's literally nothing to it. It's just like a sort of a greeny colour. But yeah, it works nicely. It works really nicely. Who's gonna be the Conference League keeper next season? Well, the number 2 goalkeeper, whoever that ends up being. So hopefully Robert Sanchez will be the second choice keeper. Yeah, I'm not taking McTominay. Big up, everyone, guys. There's loads coming in the chat. I'll try and get as much through as I can. Yeah, I think I'm on the Ben Jacobs tweet now, which is the Al Ittihad stuff. So yeah, there we go. I mean, that's kind of peak. I mean, I don't know where Kepa's going to end up, to be perfectly honest. As long as he's gone, I don't really care. I don't really care where he goes. As long as this man is gone, then that's the most important thing. It's not worked out. He needs to be moved on. He's got big wages, and yeah, that needs to be addressed ASAP. It needs to be addressed ASAP. Yeah, we will obviously move from there. But yeah, it's a bit concerning, and not even Saudi want him. Yeah, that could be an option. If we're not getting any offers in for him, that could certainly be an option. No doubt about it. Yeah, away kit, really nice, really nice. Buying third kit only, fair enough. Love the third kit. I notice our new tops are once again without a sponsor on it. Are we really repeating last season? Yeah, we haven't got a sponsor yet. It'll be the same situation as last season. Shirts will be available to buy with no sponsor, and then when the sponsorship deal is announced, the sponsored version will also be available. And do you know what? Like, I actually don't mind that. I think there should be an option to buy both, whether you want a sponsor on it or you don't want a sponsor on it. But yeah, it's not a good look for the club. 2 seasons in a row there's no front of shirt sponsor. That's shambolic. Shambolic. But yeah, Kepa not going to Saudi, so we're gonna have to find a new home for him. Where that's going to be is quite frankly anyone's guess. Anyone's guess at this point in time. What else is going on, guys? How are we getting on those likes? We need to get this to 100, so keep pumping the likes out and keep subscribing as well, guys. You lot know what to do, but we need to get towards these 100 likes because we should be a lot closer to that than we currently are. We're still 28 away, people. Let's keep pushing. Yeah, for sure. I think so. I mean, ultimately, at most, more people end up buying the sponsorless version anyway because it just generally looks better, unless you've got a decent sponsor on it. But anyway, let's move away from goalkeepers and let's talk about what we do best, guys, and that is sign teenagers from South America. Chelsea are expected to complete the signing of 16-year-old Brazilian talent Gabriel Mek, who is an attacking midfielder. Exactly what we need. This guy, fuck knows, this guy wouldn't even be able to come until 2026. The likelihood of seeing him play in a Chelsea shirt before 2030 is probably rather slim. But yeah, Gabriel Mek seems to be the latest Chelsea talent, to the Brazilian talent to come to be making his way from South America. So yeah, there we go. Apparently, I mean, look, according to people that, you know, watch him or know more of him than sort of your average Chelsea fan does, people are saying that obviously no prospect's a guarantee, but we're talking about the tier of prospect where the reward is more than worth the risk. So maybe look, maybe the reward is more than worth the risk. You know, if you're going for the top tier prospects, then maybe that makes sense. I mean, Felix Johnson, who obviously watches a lot more youth football than a lot of us do, saying that this is absolutely massive. Mek has a long way to go. You can just tell he's special, natural footballer, great dribbler, direct, close control, 2-footed, long legs, makes him look rangy, ridiculous talent. I mean, look, again, you've got no idea how these guys are going to develop. You just don't know. But clearly, again, Mek is another one of these guys who is viewed as a big talent. Viewed as a big talent. And yeah, of course, how long we're going to have to wait to see him in a Chelsea shirt, remains to be seen. But yeah, absolutely, absolutely, we will wait and see. Yeah, up the Hooters, up the Hooters. Yeah. So yeah, Gabriel Mech looks like going to be the next one coming through the door. Do you know what? Like, instead of Return of the Mac, we could have Return of the Mech. That's actually that's a little bit cringe, but yeah, Return of the Mech rather than Return of the Mac. Yeah, but this deal's not done yet. This deal, the expectation is it will be completed. Let's have a look what he's actually done. Is he playing? Let's have a look what he's doing. Gabriel Mech. Let's see if he's actually, has he played? Because if he's playing first team football at 16, I mean, that is quite impressive. I'll give him that. Gabriel Mech. Let's have a look what this kid. He's not made any appearances yet for any Brazilian age group sides, apparently. So let's have a look. He has made, it's a new season, isn't it? He's playing in the under-20s at the moment, and he's made 3 appearances in the Brazilian, I presume, the Brazilian under-20 league. Let's just have a look at stats by club. What's he been doing? So he's obviously come through at Grêmio. Oh, this geezer is very, very new. He's made 3 appearances in the under-20s. Yeah, there's very little on him on transfer marks. Very little on him on transfer marks. What else is going on here? The briefs about the kids is laughable. Epstein FC. Oh, look, to be fair, this geezer might never play for us. You know, that's kind of what we're looking at here. This guy might never play for us. Yeah, I don't know. That's really, I don't know. I don't know enough about this guy, and there's nothing wrong with that. Signed on an 8-year prison contract, then flogged a year later. Yeah, probably. Any Enzo takes? I've said my piece on the Enzo situation. Discussed it at length yesterday. Done a video on it on the channel. So yeah, look, he's got work to do. You know, he needs to win back the trust of his teammates, take whatever punishment comes his way, and you know, in time, you know, hopefully things will get better. What are your thoughts on the new kit? Not a massive fan of it, I'll be real. Delighted getting someone that's more. What else have we got going on here? Yeah, so Mech could be on his way to Chelsea. Yeah, nothing really to be too excited about on that one. Just because the likelihood of him actually playing for Chelsea is very slim. Very, very slim. Very, very slim. So we will yeah, we will see. What else have we got going on? What are you lot saying in the chat? Yep, good trolling there. Good trolling. Not true. Enzo, the only way Enzo gets banned is if the FA get involved. Other than that, there won't be a ban. So yeah. What are we saying? Guys, we reached 100 likes yet? Nah, people, we're still pissing about. 81 likes. Come on, guys. This is not good enough. Let's keep going with it. Keep smashing the like button. 82 likes. We're less than 20 likes away now from the big 100. Come on, guys. Not far away now. Let's keep pushing. We can definitely get there. We can 100% get there. Yeah. If the FA get involved, then yeah, for sure, it's a minimum 6-match ban for racial offences. It's a minimum 6-match ban. I think the most they can offer is 12. So yeah, Jorgensen, Lafont. To be honest, I've not heard of Lafont or Chevalier. I'd like Mamardashvili, But again, he doesn't really suit playing out from the back. So yeah, it's to be honest, guys, it's a bit quiet, isn't it, at the moment in terms of Chelsea on the transfer news. I mean, we fly off to America on Monday. We're going to be jet lagged for the first fucking game against Wrexham. Why we're only going 2 days before the tour begins is a bit of a mad one. Yeah, but United are doing what we basically done in the first window under our new ownership and stuff. So yeah, I don't know people. I don't really know what's going on at the moment. Not an awful lot's going on. I'll be real. I am concerned about outgoings. Definitely concerned about outgoings. No two ways about it. Concerned about outgoings. So yeah, that's where we're currently at. We ready contacts West Ham 27 million. West Ham 27 million for what? McTominay, yeah, McTominay is going to get the boot for sure. No doubt about it, guys. McTominay will receive the boot. Yeah. What else are we saying here? So yeah, Gabriel Mek on his way. Yeah, really exciting, guys. Really, really exciting stuff. But yeah, it's interesting, though, isn't it? Because I mean, guys, how are we feeling about the transfer window to date so far? Because I've got to be honest, I'm feeling a little bit underwhelmed. It feels like we're not really sure what we're doing at this point in time. It just kind of feels like it does feel like we're not sure what we're doing. And the fact we're not targeting high-profile signings this summer. And we're looking to trust what we've currently got. And look, I'm not saying that we should just be signing players for the sake of it. Absolutely not. I'm not saying we should sign players for the sake of it. I'm not saying we should just sign players, you know, for no reason. But yeah, it just feels like with the signings we've made, it's a bit underwhelming, and we just haven't really addressed what we haven't addressed what needs addressing. I get it. You know, we need to work on what we've got, improve what we've got, because you can't just keep add. But the areas that need addressing have not been addressed. That would be my concern, that with pre-season about to begin, the areas in the squad that everyone knew needed addressing haven't really been addressed, or not been addressed in a way that, you know, is seemingly going to make a difference. That, I think, would be my major concern. Not signed a striker. I mean, I know we signed Mark Guéhi, but having not signed a striker, that's problematic as well. I know the market's not great, but there are options out there which could make a difference. But I'm also of the opinion as well, guys, that we shouldn't just be signing someone for the sake of it. And if an option's not there, the club feel there's no options there that suit us, then you're better off just going with what you've got. That's my view on it. Guys, 10 likes to 100. Come on, people. Big it up, big it up, big it up. Big it up, big it up, big it up. Let's keep it going, guys. 10 more likes to go. Come on, people. Keep smashing it. And keep subscribing to the channel as well. We need to get this to 100 likes. I expect 100 likes in the next 5 minutes. Someone's going to inform me when the 100 likes have been reached. So yeah, let's keep running it up, people. We're not finishing top 4 without a proper striker. No, I disagree on that. We can absolutely finish top 4. We were good enough to finish top 4 last season. We just weren't consistent enough. That was the biggest issue, was our complete lack of consistency. That was the problem at the end of the day. No consistency. So yeah. There we go. There we go. Yeah, tricky, really, isn't it? Tricky. What else are we saying in the chat? Look, GU could end up to be quite good. You'll find that there will always be some sort of drama here or there in the dressing room. They're all adults. I don't think people are making it something. It's not. Racism is a serious matter, and it needs to be dealt with. But new formation. I think they could be playing a 4-3-3 next season. By all accounts, that's what Maresca likes to go with. So I think we could be playing a 4-3-3 next season. Yeah, this is exactly what I think. I don't think we're going to make any more signings now until after the preseason tour, and then we'll assess on preseason and we'll then decide whether we need anyone else based on how the assessment of pre-season goes. That's definitely that's definitely my view on it. 100% my view on it. So yeah, guys, 4 more likes. Come on, people. Let's run this up. Let's run this up, people, as quickly as possible. Make sure we do that. Make sure we are doing that. So yeah, get it done, people. Get it done. 3 more likes to go. So yeah, you lot know what to do. 116 still in the building. Big up yourselves, every single one of you. And let's get this to 100 likes ASAP. I'm just wondering why teams are not going for Ivan Toney. Yeah, I'm also wondering that. There literally seems to be 0 interest in him at the moment. 0, which is a strange one. I don't get why there's no interest in Toney. You would have thought there would definitely be some interest in him. But yeah, seemingly not. But yeah, at crucial moments, we fold because there is no one to score or shoot from outside the box. We are severely limited on Palmer and Jackson waking up on the good side of bed. I thought attacking-wise, we weren't bad last season. You know, I thought attack-wise, we were pretty good last season. We scored a lot of goals. It was just the rest of the pitch where we weren't great. But the attack was actually good last season. I don't think we'll score as many goals this season, but we'll be a lot better. We'll be a lot more better defensively. But I don't think we'll score as many goals this season as we did last season. That would be my guess, personally. So yeah, we will see on that one. But yeah, what's being said here? He's not. Like, can we just stop making stuff up? If the FA get involved, the maximum ban available is 12 matches. The FA haven't even got involved yet. So let's not jump the gun on these things. Yes, if the FA were to get involved and hand out the maximum punishment, that could well be it. But the FA haven't got involved. The FA haven't looked at anything yet. So yeah, anyone saying that he's going to be banned for 12 matches is very much wide of the mark with that. So yeah, if the FA get involved, it could be 12 matches. But right now, the FA aren't involved, and right now Chelsea are dealing with it. I think FIFA are looking at into the video as well. And yeah, we'll whatever the outcome is will be the outcome, and the club will deal with it. Enzo will have to take his punishment, and any punishment that comes his way is deserved. And we go from there. So yeah, that is my view on that one. What's this about Petrovic could get sold? What's this about Petrovic? Yeah, basically, Chelsea could look to move Petrovic on this summer, whether it's on loan or whether it's a permanent sale. But yeah, that is a possibility which could happen, for sure. Definitely a possibility which could happen. Let's have a look. What else is going on? Is there anything else going on? Any other news coming through? I don't think there is. I don't think there is. What is happening here? No, not much else. Guys, anyone got any questions in the chat about anything? Yeah, FIFA are investigating. Yep, they are. So yeah, there we go. Right, what else is again that's not true. Simply not the case. We're not signing anyone right now because I think we want to assess our options in pre-season and then decide from there. So yeah, anyway, anyone got any questions about anything in the chat? Do let me know. But yeah, pre-season next week, guys. Pre-season next week. Oh yeah, Ugachukwu could leave as well. Chelsea have recalled him from the standby list. He was on the standby list for the Olympic squad for France, but Chelsea have recalled him from that, and they want to send him on loan to a Premier League club. So yeah, Chelsea. Let me just bring this up now. Let's quickly cover this on Ugachukwu. Chelsea's priority is that Leslie Ugachukwu spend the season with another Premier League team. Let's see what the article is saying. Yeah, the plan is for him to spend the Premier. A move to Everton would make sense, seeing as Amadou Onana is on his way to Aston Villa. That would make sense. A loan move to Everton. He needs to go somewhere where he's going to play. We just don't want an Andre Santos repeat. So yeah, Chelsea have recalled Leslie Ugachukwu from his participation with the French Olympic squad. He was named in Henry's preliminary selection, but missed out on a place in the final 18-man squad. Olympic football rules allow teams to take up to 4 replacements and come in for any injured players in the initial selection at any time during the tournament and then return to replacement status if the player returns to fitness. Ugachukwu joined Chelsea from Rennes. The Athletic reported earlier this month that Chelsea were reviewing loan options for Ugachukwu with the close priority that the midfielder spends the season at another Premier League team. So there we go. Yeah. So yeah, Ugachukwu on loan to a Premier League side absolutely makes sense. Would be the next logical step for him, no doubt. Would absolutely be the next logical step for him. And yeah, why not? I think it's good. And I think it's great that, he needs to go out and play. And whether he's got a future at Chelsea or not, I don't know. But yeah, it's good that he's going to go out and play. That's the most important thing. The guy needs minutes. I think there's a player there. I think there's ability there. I think there's talent there. But he 100% needs minutes. Pure and simple. The guy needs minutes. So yeah, a Premier League loan would be good because it means that he wouldn't take up one of those international loan spots, which obviously there's very few of those. So that's what we do need. Ideally a loan, Premier League loan, so that we can use the international loan spots for other players. Why do I think among the goalkeepers we've been linked to probably Mamardashvili, but he doesn't suit the style of play, so I don't think we're gonna end up going for him. Hold on. Why do you think sales are delaying? I think one, because there's been 2 international tournaments. Secondly, I think maybe there's not as much interest in said players as the club thought. And thirdly, along with that, I think maybe the valuations that Chelsea are putting on players are more than other clubs value them at. Owners treat these young lads like antique cars, buy them cheap, wait 5 or 6 years, double or triple the profit. Yeah, no, I hear you. That's certainly part of the plan with a number of them. There's no denying that. That is very much the case. What's some of the Calafiori? Yeah, it's like personal terms are agreed, but there is a problem because Bologna want Kivior involved in the deal, but he doesn't want to be part of the deal. And apparently there's also a dispute between Bologna and Basel over the sell-on clause because it was 50%, but Bologna want to try and renegotiate it as I think 50% is far too high. So like the Calafiori deal is ready to go, but there's a few issues right now that need to be ironed up. At the end of the day, Petrovic isn't anywhere near good enough. Dreadful either. His feet struggles making short passes. Petrovic is good enough to be at Chelsea. Whether it's starting or bench, he's good enough to be at the football club. You know, he's more than good enough to be a number 2. More than good enough to be a number 2. No doubt in my mind at all that he's good enough to be number 2. Guys, 107 likes. Let's get this up to 110. Another 3 more likes. Keep smashing that thumbs up button. Keep going. Yeah, look, I don't think it's I don't think it's amazing. But time will tell. I don't think it's great, but I don't think you're going to see that many massive money signings this summer because I don't think clubs have not got the money to spend with the FFP and the profit and sustainability stuff. I just don't think you're going to see the level of spending that you've seen in previous windows. I think deals are a lot harder to do, guys. Deals are a lot harder to do. So yeah, let's see on that front. But guys, keep smashing that like button, keep subscribing to the channel if you are new around here as well. It would be greatly appreciated if you could run the likes up a bit more. You know, can never have enough likes on the stream, so please do that, guys. And let me just check if there's any last minute bits coming in on anything whatsoever. Let's have a quick look at this one. What we saying? No, I don't think we're saying much. Let's check. Let's check. No, it doesn't appear like there is anything last minute coming in, guys. So anyone got any questions briefly? Any questions anyone wants to ask? Quickly bang them in the chat, and then I will start to round this one out. If anyone's got any questions, let me know. But yeah, I guess in summary, people, the main news: Chelsea are in the market for a goalkeeper. Petrovic could well be the one to leave this summer. There's clearly no market for Robert Sanchez. What would I do if Datro Fofana next season? Probably loan or sell if a good offer comes in. But I think he should be given a chance to impress in the pre-season. I think he should be given an opportunity in pre-season to kind of show what he can do. I don't know is the answer. I don't know the answer to that. I don't have the answer to that question. So yeah. That's where we're at on that one. The honest answer is I don't know. Yeah, exactly this. You know, one of my irritances with this is that it's being made out that Enzo was the only person compliant and complicit in all of this when the bus was full, and yet no one else has come out and said anything. No one else has been quiet. Everyone else has been quiet. You know, I don't get it. I don't get it. Yeah, I don't get it. It doesn't make sense. But yeah, There we go, guys. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna round this one out here, guys. Big up to everyone that's tuned in this afternoon. Appreciate all the love and all the support as always. Make sure you smash the like button on the way out. Make sure you subscribe to the channel on your way out as well. Guys, I'll be back tomorrow with some form of content, whether it's an upload, whether it's a live stream, depending on how much news comes in the next 24 hours or so. But yeah, guys, big yourselves up. Love for the support as always. Enjoy your Friday evening. I'll catch you lot tomorrow. Up the Chelsea and peace out.